Have you ever been out to the range and your head starts to hurt because your eye protection is crushing your head between your hearing protection, because you've been out there for so long, because you can't hit a gosh dang thing and you actually want to do a good drill? Well, these might be your savior. These are the Magna lenses. I tested these in the past. I love the concept, but there's a couple shortcomings, and then they took a break for a second. They tried to address those shortcomings, and they just came out with the new version of the Magna lids, and it basically fixes all the problems that I had before. So here's the full video of the original ones if you guys are interested, but we're gonna break down the new Magna lenses and go over the things that they updated, what makes them better, and what makes these probably one of the last piece of eye protection you'll have to use down at the range. So let's jump right into this and not waste your time. So this comes with 7 different lens colors to choose from. I like the purples. I think those look really nice, especially it's kind of like a daytime and nighttime. But you have your clear and then everything else in between. One of the big changes that they made that was a con was originally, as you can see here, this adjustment piece sticks out. And as it's not like an actual physical problem, it's not gonna cause an issue, it just looks kind of goofy. That was one of the things I brought up to them that I didn't really like about those, is I wanted to find a better way to adjust those. So now they have a much smaller one for guys like me that have smaller heads, and the adjustment doesn't have to be so much, and they have a much larger one for those of you that want to have a larger adjustment, and you're going to eliminate that goofy piece there sticking out, and the adjustment will be a lot more flush, just like that with your normal eye protection, and you don't have to worry about those little corners sticking out like horns. The next thing they changed is the way these actually go on and off. So they still go off and on really quickly and really easily, but now there's an actual locking mechanism. Before it was just tension, so you could pull them in and out a little bit easier. Now there's an actual locking piece that prevents it from moving, which I like, because now if you actually bump it or move it, there's just a little piece here you just move down with your fingernail and it locks it into place. And then now, as you can see, it eliminates that piece. So just finding the one that comes in the pack that works better on your head, and you can adjust it if your head gets bigger, or you just move it over to somebody else that's using them. Another nice addition that they added that I think is really cool is this piece right here. So it's the same thing that you would do with these. You would just pull this out, but this is an actual earpiece, just like you would for sunglasses. So before it was always like, okay, what happens if you're not wearing your hearing protection and you want to wear these as a sunglass out at the range, or you're not shooting, you're at lunch break, you want to take everything off, but you still want your sunglasses on because it's sunny out. They fixed that with this little piece right here, which is an incredibly simple fix. You just pull this one out, put that one in, and then you can wear it like sunglasses. You don't have to have the earring protection or the magnetic feature to be able to make these sit on your face. So those were the biggest changes for me that I wanted to see. A couple other things they made is just a more stylish frame, which I personally don't really care a ton about the style of them. Obviously, you want to look good when you're at the range, but as long as it's protecting my eyes and I don't have a piece of shrapnel going through my eyeball, pretty happy with it. But they did update the styling of them, make them look a little bit better. They made the frames and everything a little bit more durable and better material. And then they updated the earpieces here that actual magnetize to the hearing protection. So now they offer more hearing protection. So you don't have to buy their hearing protection to make this work. They did sell some there for a while on their website of their own, but the majority of us already have our favorite hearing protection that we like and our preferred and what we already own. You can just buy a little piece that clips right here in this piece, and then you can update that. But this is a better material, and they have a lot more offering, and they're coming out with more. So the more people buy these, the more people give them suggestions of what they want to see, the more they'll update those and give you more options for your hearing protection to be able to work with these. Real quickly, let's go over the people that are incredibly helpful for the things that we do here, and without them, we couldn't do this, so I really appreciate them. Vertex Bag and Stopbox. Vertex is a bag that I have carried for years. This is the new Ready Pack, and one of my favorite bags, and they just updated it, made it even better, which is sweet, and they have a bunch of other bags and clothing on their website. You can use code Tactical Advisor. That's gonna save you 15% on your order, and then Stopbox. This is a retention device to be able to keep your tools safe from little hands, and I'm all about firearm safety. I think it's incredibly important, one of the most important things that we can do. Check them out, Vertex, Stopbox. Let's get right back into this video. Originally wasn't planning on wearing these the entire time, but we're just gonna finish the review now with them. So now that we went over all the upgrades and the updates of what they changed, let's go over just the glasses themselves and where the benefits are and why you would wanna get these. So these do surpass the mil-spec blast resistance rating, which no clue what that test is, but glad to hear that they passed it. I think it's just one of those required tests. Kind of like body armor, you want to see that passing score on there to know that they were tested outside of just the internal testing that they do in-house. But they did pass that blast testing, so you have a durable lens to protect your eyes, which is exactly what you're looking for. A range glass is something that is going to prevent you from losing an eyeball if you're down there shooting. Always, always, always please wear eye protection and ear protection. Don't really care what brand you use. If you're like, I have my own personal kind I like, totally fine. Just make sure you're wearing it. I want you to be able to have your eyes and ears for a very long time because it's so quick and easy that something could happen. Just be able to cover everything, protect everything. You only have 2 of them, so make sure you're taking the precautions to take care of those. So the best thing that I found with these glasses and why I like them so much is they're really, really good for long periods of time at the range. If you're somebody that goes out to the range for 10, 15 minutes and that's all you do, you're probably not really gonna care a ton. You probably don't notice that pain or discomfort that eye protection does with hearing protection. But out at SHOT Show, when we're doing events, or if you're taking shooting classes, it gets so annoying. The pressure that puts against your side of your temples from the eye protection being squished by your hearing protection, and changing out to these just eliminates that. You no longer have that pressure against the side of your head. So that is just a really nice bonus. If you're somebody that does a lot of shooting, you're gonna understand and appreciate this. Down we're doing the media day, we're doing a lot of interviews and everything at SHOT Show, and by the time it's lunchtime, like we have to rip our hearing protection off because our heads hurt so gosh dang bad. And then after, when we have to go back out for another 2-3 hours and do interviews, I don't want to because my head hurts. But with these, eliminated that, prevented that from happening, and I feel a lot more comfortable down at the range for a longer period of time. And it's cool, honestly. Like I love magnetizing these things back and forth. Honestly, it's just such a simple design, but it works and it does exactly what it's supposed to. And when testing and reviewing something, that's exactly what you're looking for. Now, the next thing that this does that not a lot of people think about as much, it isn't a huge deal, but it makes a difference and it's cool. So when you have your glasses on, it's gonna create a gap here, and that gap is gonna allow noise to go through. So these hearing protection aren't gonna be as good as they can be without having that in the way. So basically this creates a better seal to allow less noise to come in because you're not breaking that seal with the glasses going inside there. The steel can remain the same, and you have your glasses this way. So that is just a little bonus that gets offered with these as well, so it helps you with that hearing protection aspect. I was just really glad to see that they fixed basically all the cons that I had and all my concerns with these new models. I think these are gonna be really popular for those of you that are interested in these, and you're thinking like, this is exactly what I want if you're looking for these sunglasses, but also be able to save you some money. You can use code TA10. That's something they offered you guys, which is pretty cool. Help you save a little bit of money on your order, because if you get the big pack with all the lens colors and all the features and everything, it's a little more expensive, but you can save some money using that code. I hope you guys enjoyed the video and hopefully it was helpful. It's always my goal to help you guys spend your money in the best way possible and be able to help you be more confident in a purchase, or decide, okay, maybe this isn't exactly what I want. I don't necessarily need these. One of the downsides still obviously is gonna be that adjustment, because most people, you just throw your hearing protection on, it doesn't really matter where they sit. Now that your sunglasses kind of matter where they sit, if your headphones are off, your sunglasses are gonna be off. So making sure your headphones are adjusted properly so your sunglasses are adjusted the correct way. I'm gonna rewatch this and my sunglasses are gonna be crooked the entire, they'll be like this the entire time and I won't even notice it. But that is one thing that you will have to adjust with. You can't move your sunglasses out as much. The only thing you can do if you want to is just make that adjustment a little bit farther out, and then now it doesn't sit as close to your face if you don't want to. So if you're looking up about the channel and things I do here, there's a couple ways to do that. Down in the description is a link to my website, techadvisor.net. You can find a lot of cool things there that are gonna be incredibly helpful, like stuff like this, along with you guys can join my subscriber list, which is gonna be awesome. I'm gonna be doing a lot of cool blasts here soon. And you guys can check out Howitzer Clothing. They donate 5% of proceeds to charity, and they have a Tactical Advisor shirt, which is really cool. And they've given me a discount code, which is cool because I worked with them for like 7 years, 6 years, 5 years, I don't know, a long time. And now you guys can save 15% using code TA15. Check it out, use it as much as you want to. It is limitless. Make sure you guys take advantage of that, but I like to end my videos here on a Bible verse. So we're in John and we're at 10:7-9. He says, I am the gate for the sheep. And then going down a little bit further into 9, I am the gate. Whoever enters through me will be saved. And as the door, he is showing himself as the one and true way for salvation. There's no other way to it but through God and Jesus. And it's not by your works or what you're doing or how good of a person you are. None of that matters, because we are all sinners. We're all destined to hell. And it is by the grace of God and repenting of your sins, as turning away from them and giving that to him, is the one and true way. And it's that simple. You know, there's no super secret code you have to do, or I have to do so many good things to cash my ticket to get in. If you guys have any questions, any help, resources, I'd love to help you out. Reach out to me. I appreciate you all.